And right now, we are starting to see school districts across the Midlands adjust schedules due to predicted weather impacts. As of right now, though, Newberry County School District is going to be closed on Monday, and classes will therefore operate on their e-learning schedule. That means teachers are going to post assignments online, and students will have 5 days upon returning to school to go ahead and complete all assigned work. We'll continue sharing updates about other school districts, both on air and online. A good resource there, it's WLTX.com.
And ahead of the expected winter storm, warming shelters are opening up across the area. Those warming shelters are located in Lexington County at the Radius Church in the White Knoll area. In Newberry County, O'Neill Street United Methodist Church, Orangeburg County, the Macedonia AME Church, and the Orangeburg City Gym. In Richland County, the Transitions Day Center in Columbia, and in Sumter County, the Sumter United Ministries. If you'd like more information, including hours and what you need to bring, you can visit our website tonight. That's WLTX.com. Governor McMaster has also declared a state of emergency, allowing South Carolina military to mobilize service members. The National Guard and State Guard are preparing crews and equipment for quick deployment across the state if needed. Up to 14 vehicle recovery teams will be on standby to help drivers and support local emergency responders if conditions turn dangerous. And as that storm approaches, the State Transportation Department is activating a statewide response to keep roads safe. Nearly 4,000 employees are positioned across the state to help when necessary. We're told they also have more than 80,000 tons of salt and plenty of equipment ready to deploy. As we speak of that, here in Richland County, trucks were salting roads for this weekend's expected storm.
They are very busy. News 19's Josie Frost getting a firsthand look with Columbia's leaders at what they're doing right now to keep you and all of us prepared.
Trucks are lined up inside Columbia Public Works Department. These workers will spend all day hand mixing this brine, a mixture of salt and water.
There's 4 people going to stand here and probably swap out a little bit, 12 hours a day.
Robert Anderson is Director of Public Works. Columbia is responsible for supplying the brine for their own workers and the SCDOT trucks that'll be salting the roads across Richland County.
The good news about ice is we prepare, and brine is the best way to prepare.
They'll spend all day Friday preparing the roads for an ice event, but he says if the weather changes to expect more snow, they'll be ready for that too.
So we actually prepped for both. We got it early on this, so we actually mounted our snowplows, went over our rules with our guys.
Through the weekend, they'll up their personnel and start working around the clock on 12-hour shifts. And it's not just roads. Their forestry division is preparing bucket trucks and saws for any downed trees. People across the Midlands say they're planning to stay off the roads and preparing their homes.
Making sure that all the pipes are covered and we're dripping our sink and trying to make sure the house has got everything it needs to combat any cold weather. All of the exterior faucets are covered. Right now I'm getting gas for the generators, so make sure that we have enough fuel if it lasts 2, 3, 4 days.
Anderson says once the winter storm hits, let the crews do their job and avoid traveling if you can.
Any down power line could be live. Turn around, don't go over it, don't drive on it, let the experts handle it.
Josie Frost, News 19, WLTX.
Really good advice, Josie. Thank you so much. Meanwhile, our state emergency division is raising their readiness to operating condition 2. They're urging everyone right now to go ahead and get ready. They say now's the time to stock up on those emergency supplies. And once the storm hits, stay home if you can. But if you absolutely do have to drive, their agency says be extra careful on those ice-covered roads. Have alternative heating sources available, but never bring a generator indoors. Never do it. And keep anything that can burn at least 3 feet away from portable space heaters because of that fire risk.
Local farmers are also taking steps to protect their animals and their crops.
News 19's Megan Doxius has this report.
The biggest thing is to make sure they have somewhere to go that's out of the wind and away from any ice or water.
Kimberly Taylor is a local farmer and agriculture educator in Gilbert. She owns about 25 goats.
Draft free is ideal with deep bedding. Pretty much is all they need with a constant access to hay. Because as they eat hay, it keeps their rumen going, and that's how they maintain body temperature.
Taylor says heat lamps can help, but as the weather gets colder, the goats' coats naturally thicken to protect them. She also notes that the outdoor guardian dogs will usually prefer to stay outside.
They don't like being inside. So even in this harsh weather, they're thriving outside. As long as they have a place that they can get out of it and they have bedding and water and food to get out of it, that's fine.
At Titan Peach Farms in Saluda County, Vice President Jason Rogers says their 6,000 acres of peach trees actually benefit from the cold.
We need what we call a chill hour, and so most of our varieties need between 800 and 900 hours. And currently we only have about 650, and so we actually want the cool weather, and so we need the cold to come.
Rogers says the dormant trees can handle ice unless there's an extreme storm. He also says strawberry crops get extra protection in the wintertime with cloth row covers, which help prevent freeze damage when temperatures dip below 16 or 17 degrees. From goats to peaches to strawberries, local farmers are making sure their animals and crops are ready for this winter chill. In Saluda County, Megan Daukshis, News 19, WLTX.
And when it comes to the winter storm, we can't forget about the pets. The best advice, they say, is to bring them inside. If you take your dog out for a walk, make it short and towel dry your pet as soon as they come inside. Check their paws, too, for cold weather injuries. And last but not least, you can put a sweater or coat on your pet for extra warmth.
My dog wears a sweater every day. And News 19 is always on your side with continuous coverage as the winter storm moves into our areas. Get live updates from our meteorologists, track the impacts regarding traffic, and stay up to date on power outages in your own backyard. Download right now our live streaming apps for free on your phone and on your TV. And over on our streaming platforms, you can also find our 24/7 radar. Take a look right here at this QR code. As we go through the next several days, you can track the weather in real time all day and all night. It also has a city-by-city forecast, so again, it's available for free download on your TV or on your phone. Just search for WLTX or use the QR code right here on your screen, and we'll keep sharing it.